你好，我叫 Joshua Levin，就是一个 co-founder 的 Open Invest. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you today in your time zone, so I'm recording this video from San Francisco. Open Invest is a leading US fintech in the ESG wealth space. ESG, environmental and social governance, it refers to investing with your values, and it is the fastest growing segment in asset management in the US right now. When you poll Americans, 70% of all Americans want to invest with their values, and 95% of all millennials, next generation clients, want to invest with their values. The space is even further ahead in Europe, and Asia contains the fastest growing markets for ESG. But the solution space is still highly fragmented and sitting on legacy architecture. The future of wealth management is mass customization and personalized engagement. And that can only be achieved by rebuilding the tech stack. For example, how do you buy music today? Do you go to the record store and flip through CDs? No, of course not. Why would you do that in a digital mobile paradigm? Well, it's the same with wealth management. It is absolutely absurd to think that in 10 years you would ever invest by choosing funds from a drop-down menu. That's simply not going to be the case. Every client has her own unique goals, situation, and values. So ESG really is the vanguard of this paradigm shift because everyone has their own point of view, and there is no way to reflect that in the old paradigm through these one-size-fits-all funds. It requires migrating to a streaming paradigm that enables this type of mass customization. And this brings us to Open Invest, who's leading the way here. Our software looks at funds, but then bypasses them and buys up the underlying stocks that would be in those funds. So we cut out the middleman. And then our software dynamically manages that diversified basket in order to consistently optimize for each client's goals, situation, and personal values. It's then vertically integrated into delightful user experiences that truly harness and unlock all the new features that are possible with these new underlying mechanisms. This is what's called the post-fund paradigm. It's the fourth wave of investment management. What I mean is, 100 years ago, you would have bought individual stocks. In the 1920s, we had the mutual fund. This was a major innovation. Now anyone could hold 1,000 stocks without the cost and complexity. Starting in the 1990s, we got the ETF, which further commoditized the fund. But now trading costs have gone to zero, and we have all this new APIs and infrastructure. So why would you ever ram 20 million consumers into a single cookie cutter product like a Vanguard or BlackRock fund? They're off the efficient frontier, and you are losing client interaction. You can see a lot of these new features that become possible in our retail app, for example. The ability to go in and easily customize and mix and match the different things that you care about without having any financial sophistication. Go in and say, okay, I care about climate change and deforestation, and I don't want guns in my portfolio. And I own real estate, and I work at Apple. You should not be holding the same products as the next person, and now this is all seamlessly reflected in your portfolio. Another feature is just transparency. When you buy mutual funds, you often have no idea what you actually own. That's your money, okay? You are assisting those companies, and you don't even know who they are. But in this new world, we have full transparency. You can also change your mind anytime. So the ability to divest, invest with a swipe. For example, we've had hundreds of clients over the last few years wanting to divest Wells Fargo or Facebook because of corporate scandals. That's impossible in the old world, but that's just a swipe on our platform. And on the back end, our system automatically rebalances around these choices to keep you diversified and tracking your benchmarks. Another feature is we've even made it as easy as a dating app to just swipe your vote in board-level decisions in major US corporations. You are calling the shots. That's an incredible amount of power. In the US right now, we're operating in the retail market, we are back-ending financial advisors, and then we also have major partnerships with banks and other financial institutions where our APIs help them to win in this new post-fund world. Now, I believe that in China there's a tremendous opportunity right now. Just as Ant has revolutionized financial services based on the mobile and digital paradigm, it's time to revolutionize investment management based on the post-fund paradigm. And as with any paradigm shift, it is going to open up a world of new features of third-party applications beyond what we can even imagine right now. OpenInvest has already built a number of them, and we are just beginning this journey. If you're interested in working with us or being part of this journey, feel free to contact me, Joshua Levin. I lead our partnerships. I look forward to talking. Thank you for your time. And 我希望在中国见到你。再见。